you're good.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to go. This is like 9 o'clock straddled.
Yes.
Patient away, of course. Okay. Retraction this way because you're going to be retracting and getting the distal of this molar. It's going to be back there. Or if you so choose to go 9 o'clock this way, either one works best. The thing is, if you go too much at 8, here's what you wind up doing. I usually don't encourage that. So you come up to 9, and your legs just always cannot always go underneath this. Okay, so I'm going to determine which is my correct end. This is explore, lower right buccal. Here's my first bend. It's going distal. Okay, so I'm going to enter at the, find my non-dominant hand finger rest and my dominant hand finger rest, and I'm going to just make sure my middle finger is on this functional shank somewhat, because this is what's going to feel the vibrations. Okay? The further back I get, my fingers go up higher, and my middle finger leads. Rolling, 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 and pivot, come out, go back where I was, straight buckle, more of an oblique stroke. Sometimes you can also do a horizontal stroke. And then as I come up to that mesial, again I'm rolling again so that I can get into that interproximal. Now, in keeping so, you want to keep this lower shank adapted interproximally so that that correct tip that curves is going to take you in there sufficiently. If not, if you keep it laid down, or you're open too much, you're not going to have the angulation you need to feel what's inside that interproximal area. Just a buckle line angle. You go in, rolling, 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 using my wrist. Come out, go back in. Sometimes a little splitting is okay, especially on these back ones, but for the most part I try to keep it as so this is the pivot that I'm coming around here. See what my fourth finger's doing so that I can get around and keep that lower shank parallel. See, as I'm going this way, start this way, and I end up this way. That's a pivot so that I can keep this tip, this angulation. Well, this is not a cutting edge, so it's different, but at the same time, I still need a pivot around there so that I can feel what I'm looking for on that mesial surface of that bicuspid. Okay, those are the posteriors on the lower right. Now I'm going to do the anterior sexton, and I'm going to start here with surfaces toward, and I'm going to start here on number 22. Find my correct end. It's not this one, it goes this way. And it's this one because this one does wrap as I go around. Okay? So, he's turned towards me. I'm going to adjust myself just a little bit here. I'm in the safety zone right here. Very important. Okay, and here's where my dominant hand rest is going to be. Midline. Rolling, 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 very smooth. Rolling, 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 very smooth. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Turn them a little bit away. And I'm staying a little bit above the gum line. I'm not going into the sulcus on this because it's kind of hard to maneuver it with this kind of gummy. Okay. Now surfaces away. I'm going to put them down just a little bit. I'm at 11. Flip my ends. Make sure I have the right end. Trust me when I say that it's a little harder. It's easier to do this on real people. This can fall back a little bit sometimes, especially on these canines when it's a little bit more. And sometimes it does wrap a little bit, so to speak, but not. Try to hug the tooth as much as I can. By hugging the tooth, I mean I don't want my instrument out here as I'm going around. This maintains the adaptation right there. So you see the stroke that I have. So before I start anything, I always visualize how the stroke is going to be. Is it going to be vertical, horizontal? And when I do, then what's my hand going to do to make it go that direction?